step up. Step up, step up, step up. Saw the screen glow green, thought I had the code. One tap, one grin, then I doubled my load. Borrowed time, borrowed pride, pushed it to the edge with my finger on the slide. Fresh white shoes on a shaky floor. One more click, I was asking for more. Big talk, big ring, thin as smoke. I was dancing with fire and I felt that choke. Heart in my throat, hand on the wheel. I kept saying maybe, like maybe it was real. One more swing, one more spin. The house was smiling, letting me in. Bet it all, bet it all, bet it all, baby. Bet it all, bet it all, bet it all, maybe. Ride too high, burn too fast. Cash in my pockets, gone in the blast. Bet it all, bet it all, bet it all, baby. Bet it all, baby. Now the room went cold when the line turned red. Tall, tall dreams fell down like a stack of lead. I chased that shine through a hungry rush. Found a velvet trap in a glossy crush. Every win got loud, every loss got mean. I was rich for a second, then I split the scene. No chain, no crown, no lucky hand, just a mouth full of dust where my promise had been. Oh, heart in my throat, hand on the wheel. I kept saying maybe, like maybe it was real. One more swing, one more spin. The house was smiling, letting me in. Bet it all, bet it all, bet it all, baby. Bet it all, bet it all, bet it all, maybe. Ride too high, burn too fast. Cash in my pockets, gone in the blast. Bet it all, bet it all, bet it all, baby. I learned the hard way what hunger can do. It puts on a diamond face, then it runs right through you. One step back, one breath in, a little less thunder, a little more skin. No more craving, no more show. I want my feet on the ground, where the real ones grow. Bet it all, bet it all, bet it all, baby. Bet it all, bet it all, bet it all, maybe. Ride too high, burn too fast. Cash in my pockets, gone in the blast. Bet it all, bet it all, bet it all, baby. I burned my lesson, now I know. Bet it all, and watch it go. Step up, step up, step up. Step up, step up. Step up, step up, step up. Saw the screen glow green, thought I had the code. One tap, one grin, then I doubled my load. Borrowed time, borrowed pride, pushed it tail, one suitcase, one good shirt, and a pocket full of mail. I learned to read the weather by the bend in the corn. Then I traded that river road for a train and a dome. Taller buildings, harder eyes, cold cash, cold skies. I held my breath, I held my ground. Then I heard that city sound. Boots in New York, heart still small town. I bet on my name and I never back down. From dirt roads to gold floors, I found my way. Boots in New York, I'm still that boy today. Ticker runs red, learn the game by the minute, with a pad and a thread. From soybean fields to big deals, I can read a room. Every rise, every fall feels like thunder in June. Taller buildings, harder rise, cold cash, cold skies. I held my breath, I held my ground. Then I heard that city sound. Boots in New York, heart still small town. I bet on my name and I never back down. From dirt roads to gold floors, I found my way. Boots in New York, I'm still that boy today. Back home they still call me son, still say don't forget where the fields meet the sunset and the nights get wet. So I keep one foot in the past, one on the floor. Every win I bring back is for the folks I'm for. Boots in New York, heart still small town. I bet on my name and I never back down. From dirt roads to gold floors, I found my way. Boots in New York, I'm still that boy today. Yeah, I'm still that boy today. From the dirt road to the trade. Boots in New York. Hey. I'm away from the porch, dust on my Chevy tail. One suitcase, one good shirt, and a pocket full of mail. I learned to read the weather by the bend in the corn. Then I traded that river road for a train and a dome. Taller buildings, harder eyes, cold cash, cold skies. I held my breath, I held my ground. Then I heard that city sound. Boots in New York, heart still small town. I bet on my name and I never back down. From dirt roads to gold floors, I found my way. Boots in New York, I'm still that boy today.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Sound check, vibe check, mic check. Let me know if you guys hear me okay. We're starting early. I'm ready to rock and roll. We got such an amazing show today. You are going to love me today because between London and New York in the last hour, I have just made your life 1,000 times easier. I'm going to show you exactly how. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Before we start, the trap report coming to you. Make sure you sign up for it to be on the wait list. I just put a link up here. I'll preview the whole trap report with you guys a little bit later, but make sure, let me put this up here. Sign up for the link. Sign up for the wait list to be the first ones on it. I'm going to show you everything that it has, walk you through all the functionality, and hopefully you guys are going to absolutely love it. All right, so check this out. As I said, between London and New York, I just made your life super easier. Look what we got here. Looky, looky, looky. I made, actually, you know, I should do this. Hang on. So you see the full glory of this. Let me do it this way. First of all, go to BK Dots, delete what you have, and add the new one. It's called BK Dots with scalp triangles. What I did basically to show you is I added the actual scalp signals onto the indicator, so they are super easy to see. They're right there to see it. You know, sometimes like in this case, they're overlapping. But look at this. This is the scalp short. This is your entry. The red bar is the price you should be entering. If you are, for example, let me give you an idea of why this is so awesome. Here's your green scalp triangle. This is your entry. If you happen to be over here, that's not a trade. You're late, my friend. Forget it. Just don't even bother. If you didn't enter anywhere here, goodbye. Just move on to the next one. Wait for the next scalp to take place. Here's the next green scalp. If you didn't enter here, if you entered over here, you're way too late. That's the whole point. It now tells you contemporaneously within the bar, exactly where the scalp triangle comes in and where your ideal entry is. And you got to be close to your ideal entry if you want to make this a winning trade. So super cool, super, super cool. I actually want to just, the volatility has put the R trades way the fuck away. Let me just adjust those for you. So this is the only thing I cannot automatically do because the volatility changes all the time. So we got to make this is basically about 0.5% reverse, I guess quarter. Yeah, there we go. Tighten it up a little bit to 0.4 of a reversal. I'll try to fidget with the code to see if we can position the R's, but the R's are basically dynamically positioned. And when, you know, it goes to 31,000, when you try to do it in percentage terms, the positional just simply gets really, really wide. So you have to manually adjust it. But that is a tiny minor thing. So anyways, the very cool thing, we're gonna trade our friends from Wealth Charts trades today, just because you're gonna see how cool the Wealth Charts platform is. On the right hand side, I know you don't have the indicator on Wealth Charts, but of course you can do what I'm doing, which is split view screen. Look at the signals on Tradingview. Take the trades on Wealth Charts. You'll see how fast they execute on Wealth Charts and how quickly they get done. So that's one thing, which I hope everybody really likes. So go out there. If you don't have the BK Dots indicator, this is the last week that you get a chance to kind of test drive it for free. So just simply email me, contact@bktraders.com. Contact@bktraders.com. Let me just type this in. And you can get it. If you are on Twitter listening to me, it's contact@bktraders.com. Okay? Go out there, go listen. And if you're on Twitter looking to get the Market Trap newsletter, then sign up for the newsletter. Sign up for the brief. There's a link in my feed. Just simply go to my feed and you'll see the link and you put yourself on the wait list. So it should be good to go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. We're starting early, 8 o'clock. I'm ready to rock and roll. Pre-open, post-open. We're going to take every trade we can. The scalp triangles are in the indicator, so we get a chance to scalp them out. And let me just adjust the R's over here. You adjust the R positioning on this on a percentage basis. Like I'm putting it actually down to Oh, I think 4 is the smallest I can do. Okay, fine. So this is it. Smallest value, 4 basis points. So the other thing that we kind of talked about in London that I think is very, 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 very important. Separate the setups. Just separate the setups. Trade the reversal setups in one account. Trade the scalp setups in the other account. This is going to make your life so much easier. And it's so easy to flip accounts. So I'm going to show you. I'm just going to trade 38 and 39 in well charts. We'll trade the 38s for the scalp triangles, and then we'll trade the R setups for 39s. Now we do have a reversal setup over here, which is not working, so I'm not really that eager to engage with it. But what we talked about, which is very, very interesting, is that when you have, and by the way, if this comes back down to like this level, I may re-engage with the R setup. At this point, it's going the other way, so there's no reason for me to want to get short this trade. It looks like it might stop. It would, if this rises, it would. If I was in this trade, I would have stopped me out at 51. But the thing with R setups is, and let's go maybe on this chart just to see it a little bit better. What's very, very cool about the R setups from a positional point of view is that you can make them. Let me just tighten this up again a little bit more. That's as tight as it goes, I guess. Let me take you through a replay. It's easier for me to kind of show you on replay than it is to kind of explain. So here's an R setup, right? An R setup. The natural place where it would go, if it was successful, would be the nearest ICT order buy block, and on the buy side, on the R side, it would be to the sell block. So if I were to go step by step over here, obviously this one fails because it stops you out. But let's see if there's any other R setups showing up here. Okay, here's another R setup, right? So imagine you're targeting the order block. Now, this order block is quite a lot. It's quite a lot. Quite far away. So it may not get up there. So in this particular case, you have to use your judgment and maybe use like halfway level to over here. But as a magnet of where it goes, and see, it does go eventually over here. It does eventually go like about halfway magnet. As a kind of a North Star of where here it actually goes even further, of where it could potentially go if you're a positional trader. This is very, very cool. And conversely, if you have the positive R trades, right, the next natural level would be the sell block. In this case, there's no sell blocks because there's no resistance. We don't have any resistance. But you can see this. Let me show this from the London time. You could really see where this was effective. So look at this. So we have the resistance ICT sell block above, the buy block below. Let's just see which pops up on the tape. Okay, here's an R block. So you would be short here targeting this green area. Nope, doesn't go. It actually reverses, takes out the buy area. Fine. So here's another R block. Puts up another sell. Puts another sell block over there. Reverses back out, just telling you that it's not working. Here's the positive B block. Try to target the ICT buy area. Boom, and that works, right? And so the thing obviously you can also see is that of course these are high R blocks, so they're not ideal, right? And they're actually weak. This one is a higher B block because the R is over here, so that's a much stronger trade towards that particular resistance target. So now it breaks it up, and now we have potentially more R blocks coming up. Let's see. Here's another R block. Can I target this buy block? Excuse me, another R? Yes, I can. Boom. And within a tick, it targets that. So it's really awesome Because if you're a positional trader, just one sec, guys. Sorry, just want to organize myself here. Okay. If you're a positional trader, these are like 2-to-1, 3-to-1 trades, right? Now, obviously, you're going to be lucky if they're 50%. If they're 50%, you are super, super profitable. But when they hit hard. Like, you came in here, 920, your risk was 10 points. It drops all the way out to like a 50 point, 40 point reward. So very, very good risk reward ratios on these trades. And you could play them. Like, for example, right now there's an R block over here, right? Which, by the way, remember I was saying to you I wanted to short that. Where am I? Let's short that. Sell market. I'm late. Doesn't matter. I'm late. And let's kind of like run this all the way over here. This is 878. This is the position 878 against 957, right? So let's just kind of arrange that to like 957 against 8, somewhere around here. Okay, let's just here. And let's see if positionally this works out for us. As a reversal trade to the buy block over here. Bust the buy block, that's a natural target. Think of this basically as a support level, right? The buy block is a support level. You're trying to target that support. And you think of this as a resistance level, trying to target that as a resistance. Now, this trade has already taken out the low of this R trade. So not a trade for us, not a trade. But this reversal trade eventually did break its low again, and I wanted to join it. I wanted to join it actually over here, right? I was a little bit late, but it's fine. We'll trade this positionally and see how well it trades out. We're trading the September contract, the NQ. It's NQ1 on the Tradingview charts, but it's the September contract. We're rolled over. Hi, Joe. I'm going to put together a full explanation of the BK dots structure in a full PDF format, web page format. But the bottom line is, it's a momentum-based indicator that we trade that uses lots of decision support tools inside of it to help us find really, really good setups. The two primary setups that we trade during scalping sessions is what I would call, what we call the scalp triangles. And the scalp triangle is essentially I told you I was going to trade the R's in 39, but I'll trade the reversals in 39 and scalp triangles in 38. So a scalp triangle shows up. You'll see the next one that shows up, and I'll explain it to you. It's easier for me to explain to you when it shows up on the chart, but it's basically a reversal of the momentum. It's when everybody is selling and they're caught flat-footed, then you're buying. When everybody is buying and it's super ultra short-term reversal signal versus the much bigger reversal signal that is more positional on this. And then, of course, you can also trade the continuation signals, which is just simply the sequence of red dots one after the other or green dots one after the other, depending on how you want to do it. So it's a very flexible indicator that shows you both momentum and counter momentum signals, depending on how you want to use the tools inside of it that create the setups. So for us to get a green scalp triangle, that means a buy side scalp triangle, we need to exceed the high over here, right? And if this thing goes to a green triangle, you'll see it. And the cool thing is, it will also show you the ideal entry line on the chart. You'll see them both. If it has musters enough strength, but it doesn't. By the way, look at our nice clean R trade, which I'm gonna close this up in the 38 account. Let's close this up, flatten out, just because I want to focus on the scalp ideas. But had we, as I told you, had we entered over here 41, this is a 30-point trade that we just caught very, very clean, and we didn't even make it to the support level just because it's so far away. But look how clean of a trade that was once it materialized. So using the ICT order blocks as magnets is a super cool way to create positional trades, which is something I don't really love doing. I'm not good at doing that. Should we use MACD? Why? Everything is in this indicator. The whole point is that this is a standalone indicator without you don't need any support. Which contact are you on? Sorry, what are you asking me about, Nanya? Good morning, everybody. We're ready to rock and roll. So, first order of business is BK dots has been updated with the scalp triangles. You just don't see them yet because there literally is no. It's just the trade is falling. We went through the almost tested the 31,000, now coming back to support 30,900, and don't have any short scalp reversal trades yet here. Let me go to the other account. I'm going to be in this in a 39 account. See if I can get a reversal trade going here. So dropping like a stone. I covered too early, as I always do, but this literally is going to target the ICT order block. This literally, had you had the patience to trade better than I did, it's a 40 trade all the way out to, it's literally would have been a 60-point trade. Had you had the patience, which of course I don't. MNQU6, that's correct, Ben. Yeah, we're on a 1-minute chart. We're always scalping the 1-minute chart. This, by the way, works on 2 minutes, 3 minutes, doesn't matter, but we're scalping the 1-minute chart. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, everybody. I don't trust the 8 EMA line. It's an SMA line. Why? Of course I trust it. Why do you say I don't trust it? What was profitable, Keith? You were profitable or something else was profitable? All right, watch this, guys. Let's see if we get a... Why do I get up before the trade finishes? Because I have zero patience to hold my trades. You have to know your personality. That's why I scalp. I create tools for people who trade much better than I do. That's my motto in life. Scalps were very profitable. Are you saying with the triangles? Like, now that I put the triangles on there, Keith, have you updated to the triangles? Let me know what you think about it. I'd love to know. We are going straight down to the ICT order block. 60 points, exactly like I called it. Those of you that nailed it, congratulations. I took about half of that. Well, so the reason why I love this is because I can call the positional trades for you guys, and those positional trades for those of you guys who trade positionally are going to do really, really well. And those of you who just want to scalp can scalp with me. So it's kind of the best of both worlds because the indicator now is super tweaked for both ideas, right? I finally figured out the right setups for the structure. So look at this. Look how clean it is. We're just busting the thing. Now, if it's a super strong trend, we're going to try to bust the next buy level, which is all the way down here. Now, the only drawback about all of this is, unfortunately, we don't always get the buy and support levels on the charts. Oh, here we go. See that green triangle, right? Let's go this buy market. So are we above or below this line? We're obviously below this line right now. We're going to put the stop right underneath this this candle. See if this trade works at all. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. It's the first of a couple of reversal possibilities here. We'll add size to it if it doesn't work. But the natural, the trade here is we got a peak, a tiny little peak to break the highs. We got the signal. We're underneath here, which is a natural logical stop for us. If it busts us out, that means that there's still more selling to do, and we'll come back for the second wave. The next time it wants to make a reversal, we'll come back with a little bit more size to try to work that trade. But for now, boom, we're out. Okay, no problem. Tiny little bust. We go back down. Market real still wants to sell, but you see how so much better to have everything visually anchored for you, so you know right away. Oh yeah, I got a trade here. All right, we'll work the next trade here on the scalp side. Give ourselves a chance here. Now, in this case, it's only going to generate the new triangle after a fresh neon candle. But I'm going to cheat a little bit here because this could have been one of those, flush out, fake out moves. We'll see. If there's more selling to be done, we'll get a new neon candle. And we're getting a new neon candle, so now it's going to reset anyway, so it's fine. But if this was going to hold, come back through the high over here, I would have taken a like a proprietary trade up here because it would have said that we're busting down through the Tokyo highs, guys, right now into the second order block. Likely here into the London low, second order block, a much more conclusive possibility of a reversal, right? We'll see if we get more of a reversal here. And once we get that signal, we'll trade it. And VWAP too, that's right. English said we get like a confluence of support here. So let's see if we get any kind of a reversal move here. There's a Tokyo high. It's trying to hold Tokyo high in front of the London low. I think it's probably going to test all of those levels, one way or the other. But let's see if we get a little bit of a bounce here. Yeah, triangles are great. So they're so much easier to see on the chart, right, Miguel? I was like, I can't believe it took me a while. Here we go. Buy. We're in the trade. Stops are right behind us over here. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a move. 43, 44. Pushing higher. Let's go. There we go. Come on. Oh, almost through. Wow. Wow. I should have taken that trade. I should have taken that scalp. They just missed me by a second, by a tick. All right, still staying here. Market is still struggling to find a bottom. And like I thought, it might go down again more. I should have taken that that quick scalp over here. I just missed it by a tick, but it's fine. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna work this this trade over and over again here. You're gonna come back on the next one. So this is a pretty strong sign of a pretty decent downdraft, where both of the reversal triangles just could not muster up even 5 points of snapback. But we may be coming back up, watching it again. Trying to take back the Tokyo high session high. Trade. Okay, we're in. I try to get cute and try to add to the position. And let's see if I can get a little bit more out of this. Now, oof, fast moves. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get out. Get out. Get out. All right. All right. Good job. We made all of it back a little bit here. I kind of butchered the thing because it's really hard for me to. I need to zone in on this wealth charts. It's hard to see where I'm at on the positions because this whole chart is totally compressed. All right. That's fine. What I did was when we started moving back up, I added a little bit more to the position. And I should have been able to get out over here, but because it was hard for me to see, I didn't get quite at the prices that I wanted. It's fine. We will recalibrate and wait for the next setup, and I'll show you how we can quickly work this back out on the trades. Yeah, we got economic news now. What's the 8:30? What's the news right now? Was it housing starts? Let's see. Oh, ADP weekly employment change. Okay, that's a very minor piece of news. But you see, sorry, so I kind of just butchered this because it was hard to see for me on wealth charts. But you see, here's, this entry fails, this entry fails. This is the entry, 55, goes up 15 points in our direction. Just totally, it takes off. So you got to just be patient. You get clipped on a couple, just wait. The third, and almost certainly the fourth is going to work out for you. You just need to, you're trading small size, and you come back with larger size, and these will all resolve properly. Now what's interesting is we have a sell order block above, buy order block below. Whatever is the next R signal, that's going to be the positional trade that we can play with. to to make it happen. I'm just doing a little bit of freestyling here, just to see something. I'm just curious about something. I'll explain to you in just 1 second. There we go. So a lot of times, the same level, like in other words, this is the reversal level, right? We reversed, and then we could not even hold the lows, right? We completely broke down over here and took out the lows of this reversal level. Usually that gives us a little bit more continuation flow. So I took a few points here on the continuation move. It's not a textbook trade, but it's a lot of times quite good. If the momentum fails to sustain itself, the reversal is probably usually a good trade. For now, though, we're just basically consolidating. And it still looks like I want to take out the London low and this. Now, if we hold both London low and this order block, that really, really bodes well for a run back up. But my vibe tells me that we're going to probably break the things. Yeah, Miguel, you got 10 points out of that. Good job. See, markets are just holding bid in front of that London low, that VWAP, everything. Okay, I'm having a little bit more fun. We're kind of holding this. We took out the highs here. I'm going to try and see if we can reach the highs over here. Almost came back up. Almost. Let's see if we can get them. Boom. There we go. So this is now becomes actually the reversal trade, and we can go to our reversal account, which is the 38 account, and wait patiently until the candle completes. This is going to flash a reversal sign for us. We have this order block behind it. We have this target in front of it. So let's see what we can do with it. All right, I'm buying market. I'm going to try and target like around this 80 level over here, because this is going to be a positional trade. The stop would be 32. Yeah, 35, 32, somewhere around there. And let's see if we can, if this positive R tries to target the ICT order block up there. Let's see if we get a true reversal. I mean, we held all these levels. It looks pretty good. Let's see if we can move it. I don't trail my stops. No, you could trail your stops. I don't. I'm not a positional trader. I'm just doing this positional trades to kind of show you guys the possibility. We like to do quick scalps. But this positional trade, I think, is really, really interesting and valuable for people that are more directionally oriented. So, choppiness, retrace, all natural stuff. Whether we hold this level remains to be seen. I don't like the fact, if it breaks the low of this R level, that's a first red flag. But obviously, You can give yourself a little breathing room because you're really trading against the swing low. The key question is, does it hold the swing low? But what you're hoping for is that the reversal here is strong enough for us to re-rally back up. We'll see. Market seems to be not vibing it, I think. I have a feeling today might be a negative day. And, I'm going to trade from that with that assumption, unless proven wrong, unless we start taking out, London highs, Tokyo high. Like, first, prove to me that you can even take out the Tokyo high right now. See, Tokyo high is right there. We need to hold above that to kind of prove to me that we're even modestly bullish. I'm not so convinced. You can't update to triangles. You may be updating the wrong indicator. It's not. It's the BK dots indicator. It's not the original, Keith. Do you have access to the new indicator? Did I not give it to you? Let me see if I can give it to you, Keith. Because you need to email me to enable it. Hang on. Let me just double check if you have it. It's called BK dots. Oh, you don't have it. Let me add you. What's your handle, Keith? Can you type it in? I know it's Schultzy, but there's 1,000 Schultzys. Oh, see, we're not holding it. We couldn't hold the Tokyo high. We're really kind of testing the lows here. Not really. Keith, you need to type in your Tradingview indicator into chat. I can't help you until you do. Well, the buyers are still holding for dear life. Let's see if they can generate any momentum. I'm still reserving judgment, but they did hold the London lows for the time being, and we're starting to see a little bit of buying come in as you start to see the green dots form. Oh, I think I found your TradingView ID, Keith. I'm going to set it up right now. Okay, you're all set up. Okay, anybody else that wants the BK dots indicator? Again, it's like one more week of free trials for the indicator, so that you can use it. You have an email, that indicator updated to dots with triangles. We don't have a trade. Delete and apply. Delete and apply. Just delete and apply the BK dots indicator, Judith. Just delete and apply. Thank you, Adam. I'm glad you like it. It's a million times better today than it was yesterday because we put the scalp triangles into it. So now, whenever we get a scalp signal, it literally shows up right on the thing in real time. Oops, so we got taken out of this. Got taken out of this R trade. This R trade did not materialize. I told you we are negative, guys. We are negative. We're totally negative. And I'm gonna sell this because I think it's gonna take out this ICT order block over here. So I'm happy to sell it the other way around. Let's see if I'm right. Couldn't break above Tokyo high, and I think we're going to take out this ICT order block and test London low. You have to email me, contact@bktraders.com. Email me. Don't ask me. Email me. If you want this, you got to work for it. Contact@bktraders.com. And be sure to give me the correct TradingView ID. If you don't give me the correct TradingView ID, I can't set you up. We kind of stalled on both ways. Can't take this ICT order block below, the one above. You see how like this is all like sitting like this? We're kind of trapped in no man's land, but we do have a buy signal. Oh! I should have been in the other account. Buy. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, fuck, I'm in the wrong account. Okay, I missed it. Sorry, I missed it. I should have been. Look at the scalp signal right here. Look at that nice big scalp signal. Okay, you know what's going to happen next? Now, since I missed it, I have to go back the other way. We're going to. Great thing about wall charts is you can reverse on the trade here, and I'm going to reverse myself on this trade and see if we can make it the other way around. Oh, I'm just getting chopped out here today. What's up with this thing? All right. They couldn't take it down. I'm trying to take it back up. Wow, really chop city. Sorry, Okay, you know what? Let's get out of this thing. Let's just do this. We're going to just trade scalp signals because I cannot do the R's and the scalp signals at the same time. It's driving me crazy between switching the accounts. So I'll call out the R signals and you guys do them if you want to, but I'm just going to trade the scalps because the scalps were really, really good. This was a nice clean scalp to the upside. All the scalp stuff was really working. So let's just do that. Let's just focus on the scalps, find the really good ideas, and then work from there. If I am in TradingView and I can switch between two accounts, that's a lot easier. But trying to trade 4 quadrants like this, I can't focus. Yeah, very ugly candle, just up and down. But this was a clean trade, 32 to 42, 10 points of just pure scalpiness. You know what? I'm just going to go to the 40 account, nice and clean. We'll just work the 40 account, nice and clean, and work from there. Going to do one setup at a time. Ten minutes to 9, still pre-market chop, but definitely a negative cast to the trade, like I thought it was. It's definitely a clean negative step. We couldn't hold the Tokyo highs. Now we're testing London lows, but it's not conclusive. You see, it's very hard. Like they're still holding in front of the ICT order block, which I think they're going to bust here. They're definitely going to bust it here. Oof, look at that. Boom. To the ICT order block finally. Now let's see if we get any kind of reversal. All right. So I took this trade. It's not quite kosher trade, but I took the trade because we took out the highs here, right? That was the easy trade. It was just easy scalp trade. It wasn't a scalp triangle trade because we didn't have a neon candle in front of it, but it was a secondary follow-on. It was kind of like a off the menu momentum trade. So that worked very nicely, very quickly right now. Now we just sit here and wait and see where the next scalp trades are. This is going to send an R reversal trade again. And, if we're gluttons for punishment, we can go back into it again and see if this time, where was this with this account? 38 account. Let's buy this account and let's see if we can get any kind of movement now for real on this account. Let's see if we can get finally some against the swing lows here at 14, targeting this ICT order block. This is the, I think, second R reversal signal. Let's see if this one starts to pay off dividends. The thing about this though, which is fine, is that as I said, because they are like hopefully either even or better than 1-to-1. Well, this one is actually I have it set up as a little bit less than 1-to-1, but I should have it like maybe 1-to-1. As long as you're like above 50%, you could break even. And yeah, they generally are better than 50% on these big reversal signals. So let's give it a shot. Let's see if this reversal works. I'm still pretty bearish the market, and if this fails, this kind of would prove to me the market really does not have a lot of buying power today. And in a way, you could actually use the information from the reversal signals to help you position yourself on the scalp side. All right, we'll leave this alone. Go back to our scalp. We'll let it play itself out. It's either going to work or not work. Those are positional trades. I really don't care about them, and we'll see if they work. Tokyo Drift, right? Exactly, Tokyo Drift. Good morning, astrologer. How are you, astrologer? We put the scalp triangles to give you the actual scalp entry and structures right on the thing. It's really, really cool. Update the indicator. Everybody who's coming in new, who's a member, you can update the indicator. Everybody who is new and wants to try out the indicator, email me, contact@bktraders.com. I'll be happy to share it with you. Okay, it's very, very cool. Very, very cool. I gotta do one thing. I just remembered. Hang on, guys.
Take a quick moment to talk about.
Okay. So to fully see the value of the scalp triangles, you can see that it tells you the entry and the structure where you're coming in. So if you came in over here, boom, you're in. What's very, very cool about them is if you're seeing this signal and you are anywhere above entry on this line, then you know you're late. You want to be right at that line. This is your entry line for the scalp triangles, right? So in this particular case, these two actually failed. This one, the third one succeeded. That's all that we've had so far in this hour. In the prior hour, we've had lots. This one was a good success. This was a success. This one failed, but this was a great success, right? So you're basically, I would say, on the scalp triangles, you're optimistically 3 out of 4 hit. Realistically, probably 2 out of 3, which is more than enough if we're using small size to be totally positive edge on the trade, because obviously if you're, they're sequential. So you're not going to get 4 in a row that are going to be wrong, or it's very rare that you're going to get 4 in a row that's going to be wrong. So after the second or the third failure, your chances of resolving it really go up tremendously. So as long as you're using small size coming in, you can repair the losers and keep the winners, and that's how you grow the scalp account. All right, this came back from the dead a little bit on the reversal side, but still nothing much. We're just kind of twiddling our thumbs between Tokyo high and London low, and not really showing any resolute action just yet. The triangle. Remember, it's Chris. The scalp entries. You buy the highs against the low neon candles. You sell the lows against the green neon candles. This actually visualizes the whole thing. This gives you the signal. It's the scalp signal that I've been trading, where I see you got to go by, like, just me showing it to you. instead of you actually seeing it on the chart. So this makes it so much easier for including me to be able to trade it. No, you're not, Keith. Oh, Keith, I don't know, Keith. You must have been out. There's a whole new indicator called BK dots. That's going to be the new version of everything. I just gave you. It's in your invite only. It's your invite only folder. Okay, it's called BK dots. Just attach that to your indicator, and you'll see it. Yeah, it looks great, right? You're gonna love it because it actually works intra candle, so it's totally totally with your style of trading, of taking the ball early, like they do in tennis. Take the ball early off the bounce to get the biggest amount of momentum on the move. Who's like the greatest tennis player that take the ball early? I'm just trying to think. Honestly, Agassi was awesome at that, but I gotta believe Cynic is probably the greatest one now. I mean, he has just got such great technique. Yeah, you got it, Red. You got it. All right, we're still putzing around. The cool thing that I really love about all this is when there is nothing to be done, there are no signals. You see how, first of all, look at the price action here. Let's just take a look at the big candle. Look at the price action here. There is just dick all. We are literally 53. This is a 30-point range in a 30,000 point instrument. That is like, less than a I don't know, a gnat, right? In terms of interest. It is no movement at all. And the very cool thing is you're not getting any signals because there is no neon candles. When it's that slow, there are no pull away candles. Everything is around moving average. Everything is all compressed. It's only when price starts to pull away from the moving average that you establish direction. And only then can you trade counter direction. This just simply keeps you, grounded without taking any positions. No, I did not watch Iran versus New Zealand. Who won the game? A gnat on an elephant's ass. Exactly. English, you have a way with words, which is exactly what. Right. Correct. That's what I was trying to tell you, Keith. 2-2 draw. Okay. I think that's another thing Americans really, really hate about soccer, because we're not a land of ties. We don't believe in ties. American culture is winner take all. And the very fact that you have a draw, I think Americans consider it to be a pussy way to run a game. But yeah, that's good. I'm waiting for Team USA. Who's Team USA playing next? Team USA schedule. We're playing Australia, and then we're playing Turkey. Turkey's going to be tough. Australia on Friday. Where are they? Are they playing? Where's Team USA playing? Are they playing? Really? Now, where's the Tim Ream is the captain? Wait, what happened to what's his name? Christian. squad. Yeah, Christian Pulisic. So why the fuck is he not captain? He's literally the best player ever. Wait, what are they trade? What are they playing? Are they playing 1, 3, 2? Wow, that's a weird formation. I guess it's going to work because I guess he's a sweep back. That's fine. For Pulisic, that's perfectly okay. Huh. Awesome. All right, looks like we're fading. As I told you, we are fading. No no buys in this land. We're going to see if this is going to give us a, there we go, buy signal. You see this buy signal over here? That's what we're trying to trade. See if we can get a move up. I came in a little late. I should have been here. Sorry, I was a little bit late on that trade. Adjust my stops underneath here. Let's see if we can move that up. Still very choppy, honestly, guys. It's just real chop city. Very little direction. We're basically trying to make lemonade out of lemons. We'll see if we can just extend a little bit here, but this is clearly a non-directional trade. In this kind of environment, you pretty much don't want to do anything. This was not optimal, but you know what I'm going to do? Here's what I'm going to do here with this particular trade. We're going to see if we can balance ourselves out, and we did. Oh, what happened here? Come on. There we go. And bounce myself out on this one. So this is a trick I will use, especially in a choppy market like this. We had the move. I gave myself a secondary chance over here. Very quick out at the entry point. Just a quick scalp back and forth that cleaned up the account. But there really isn't much to do here. We're not directional at all. There's no V. It's all flat line movement. And maybe maybe when the New York Open opens up, we'll get some better movement. But today is just one of those days where it's totally chop suey. Yeah. Striker formation. Yeah. They picked the old guy. Oh, okay. Am I American? Yes, I am, baby. American is apple pie. Keith saying trade GC. You're right, but remember, I hate switching instruments mid-stream because I really like to focus. Look, some days you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones. You can't hop around. But you're right. I mean, gold, I'm sure, is probably the better trade. Let's actually, by the way, I haven't even looked at how this looks on gold. Let's take a look at, let's do GC. MGC1. Okay. Let's see the signals on gold. Wow, gold's had nice moves, right? Keith is right. Here's a short on gold. This one doesn't work. This one doesn't work. There's three of them that don't work. This one does work to the downside. This one works a little bit to the downside. This works to the upside. This works to the upside. So the counter scalp, this is a good point. The counter scalp trade in a strong trend is not going to work, or going to work very, very small. So this is 64 to 62. Maybe it was good for 2. But the thing about that I find the opportunity is really interesting is if you get a counter scalp, get a triangle reversed by a circle, right? Or reversed by a dot. Triangle reversed by a dot. That is a super, super bullish or super bearish signal. A triangle reversed by a dot, especially pinned by the ICT order block, like you got 3 things here that are telling you it is such a buy, such a buy, such a buy, and scalping against this particular move is not going to be very productive. It's awesome. Like, okay, you get stopped out, you reverse right back and go long, and you're gonna totally kill it. It's almost a super signal in and of itself, right? A triangle reversed by a dot is almost always a positive move to for the trade. So, like, for example, here's a triangle. Like, this is gold, right? We're not going to trade it, but I'm just kind of curious. Here's a triangle, and if we get a dot to the downside, that's going to tell us that it's probably going to be a pretty strong downside move. There we go. There's a dot, right? Triangle reversed by a dot. If this holds, just for shits and giggles, we can watch this. See if I'm right. So I'm short here on 65s. Stop would be like 68s. Target would be like, let's say 64, somewhere around here. Just a quick scalp directionally. Let's see if that works. And it could, you could essentially be trading this back this order block the other way. And more importantly, if you're confident in that, what you can do is you can enter here, average up here, come back, take it off here. This, the counter trend trade, the failure sometimes better than success, because the failure gives you so much information about who really holds the power. It's all about trying to figure out who's got the power in the market at any given time. And clearly, the shorts have the power now, and you just align yourself, with the shorts at this time. You see how that finally resolves. It's a great reversal signal. If you are getting blown up on the scalp triangle by the dot, you've actually got a better signal than you initially started with, which is very cool, right? Really, really cool. All right, what's going on over here? Nothing. We're just drifting lower like I expected. Market is definitely now we're going from London low, Tokyo low. Now we're going straight down there. So we'll wait for some reversals here to happen. But as I said, if we get if the triangle fails and it gets reversed by a dot, we'll just go the other way really hard. It's pretty cool, right? Yeah, you can trade on a 5-minute chart if you're. Oops, sorry, I'm talking and I got trades. Okay, long. This is a very, very short signal here. Let's see if we can get that done, and we're done. Boom. The only thing about the scalp triangles is you snooze, you lose. You got to be zoned the fuck in. This is why I can't talk and chew gum at the same time. But when you're zoned in, it's just ba boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom. Every 10 minutes, you're hitting the scalp, right? But you know what? Will be interesting to put our theory to the test. If this triangle gets reversed by a dot, is that going to create a really good momentum trade for us? Really cool, right, guys? Like, it's just so cool to be able to read both sides of the flow just with visualization. Nope, we're going to take out that order block. Perfect move. Could have taken more money out of it. But good job on those of you guys who took the trade, because it was a nice, good reversal trade. No, that's the thing, Ben. You see, okay, I know it's very hard to say, okay, guys, you know, sorry, I'm going to go to the full table. It's very, very hard to show because I have the wealth charts on the same chart. But let me get this. Let me zone in on all of this, and you need to understand how to read the scalp triangles. And this, I'll put this in the document as well. But here's the scalp triangle. You get the triangle. This is the entry bar. The entry bar. It's happening intra candle, right? That's the whole idea. It's anticipatory. You're going to where the puck is, will be, not where the puck is, right? So you are, boom, running through before the candle completes into this candle. Because the profit very often, Ben, the profit is actually in the scalp candle. Like, let me show you a great example of this. Oops. Here's a perfect example of the profit being in the scalp candle. So here's the reversal, right? This is the right here. So this is the low of this candle. It's broken over here, right? This is your entry is literally right here on this line. If you wait for the candle to close, you've already lost the whole profit. If you entered right on the flow, this is like 10 points, 12 points worth of profit, boom, in one candle. So it's like, 10 points in 1 minute. That's the whole idea. Do you understand how that works? Does everybody understand how that works? Give me a +1 if you guys understand what I'm showing and how this works. Triangles are also good exit points. Oh, you mean yes? If you are sort of long-term positional, this shows you a weakness, right? Not always. A lot of times they're early exit points, right? A lot of times, when they're wrong, you exited too early. But generally, yes, on like the third or the fourth triangle, it's probably a good exit point. It's actually very, very good. Yes, you're absolutely right that on a third or fourth triangle, it's a good exit point. I mean, this is a second triangle on the green side. If you were short this whole move, it's a great exit point, right? Great exit point, right? So cool. I love the fact that you could, it's all about understanding and interpreting the flow. There are no bad setups. There are only bad traders. That's my new motto. You can make any setup valuable as long as you understand it. And most importantly, you can make any setup valuable if you understand how valuable failure is. Failure is more valuable a lot of times than success because it carries better information. Somebody did this great tweet about Elon Musk. I had no idea how much trial and tribulation he had from the beginning of his life. By the way, so this is what I talked about, the dot reverses the triangle, right? And we can have fun with this in our on the wealth charts. Let's go to the other account. Let's go to the 38 account. Wait, what happened here? What am I? Oh, I'm looking at gold. I was like, what the fuck? No, I'm looking at gold. I'm sorry, guys. I was like, what that did not happen. Okay. Oh, we actually have a signal here to sell, which I missed. I'm sorry. I'm trying to show you the setup, and then I'm trying to trade, and so I missed some of the signals. All right, fine. We'll leave it alone. See, this trade worked really, really well right here. You could have taken the signal. Oh shit! Hang on a second, guys. Give me just 1 second. While I'm gone, let me play a note to you from Kathy. Okay.
Trader funding. If you're new to futures prop trading and asking where should you start, my answer is simple.
Sorry.
is the best firm for beginners, and that's not just because of their great pricing. We've actually been part of the Apex family for a very long time. We watched them grow from one of the early pioneers in the industry into the company that helped define what futures prop trading looks like today. I met the founder, Daryl, many years ago at the Benzinga event. Dan Cook, the head of strategy, I've known him for a decade. And Vince, the head of business development, was featured in my book, Prop Trading Secrets, for being one of the first $1 million prop traders. Early this year, we spent time with the Apex team in Florida and got a first-hand look at what they're planning to take the company next. One thing that's always impressed me is that they don't stand still. They listen to their traders, they adapt to the market, and they lead the changes. Apex is the right firm for beginners because they also understand something that most traders learn the hard way, which is that you're probably not going to pass your first evaluation or your second, and that's okay. If becoming a funded trader really was that easy, we'd all be trading from yachts instead of staring at NQ candles before sunrise, wondering why we didn't take profits 5 minutes ago. That's where the low-cost pricing is so valuable. Apex understands that becoming a funded trader is usually a journey, not a one-and-done event. They make it affordable to take multiple shots at funding because the path to getting funded usually includes a few lessons, mistakes that are definitely going to happen, and at least one trade you immediately wish you could take back. Because let's be honest, most traders don't need just one challenge. They need a few attempts, a few lessons, and a few moments where they realize that revenge trading, averaging down, or just one more trade are not officially recognized risk management techniques. Apex gives traders room to learn without spending a fortune. They paid out more than $800 million to traders. Many of the seven-figure prop traders that you see online actually got their start with Apex and still trade today. But the real magic happens after you get funded. Apex allows you to copy across up to 20 accounts so that $200 win day can quickly become $4,000 a day across your account portfolio. If you're looking for the best place to start your futures prop trading journey, Apex remains our top recommendation. Use code BKSAVE for the best discount always.
Hi guys, I'm back. Good. Back for the open. Sorry, I had to just deal with a couple of things. But note from Kathy about our friends at Apex. Hopefully, you guys got the message. Amazing discounts if you're starting new and starting to trade. Sound? Do you not? Is there no sound? Hello? Give me a check if you hear my sound, please. Do you hear my sound? Let me see if I hear myself. Yeah. I'm on. Sound is good, right? Yeah, sound is good. Yeah. I hear myself. Okay. All right, awesome. So we did reverse eventually, and there's the R signal right here for those of you guys that want to take it, which is good. But we're trading this account, and we'll try to work that around right now. Yeah. So what I was saying, guys, I missed the whole move here. Just one sec. Sorry. So this is what I was talking about. This is exactly what I was talking about. Where failure. This isn't even failure. This is success. But success breeds success as well. Let me really explain this better. Where is this thing? Okay, here. You see this sequence over here, guys? You see what I'm talking about? This particular 1-2 sequence. This is a red triangle. It succeeds. If you're trading for 5-10 points, that's all you get a small amount of risk. Because 22 against 15, basically 5 points worth of risk, and it went all the way down, actually 12 points in your favor. So you had a very good risk reward ratio. But even imagine it failed. The point is the triangle gets reversed by the dot. That is such a good reversal signal. That is like there's 10 points right then and there. That's pretty much baked in, right? That's what I'm talking about. You can use it both as a scalp signal and as a continuation signal. This combination of the two is awesome. Just like you see it here. Let me show it over here. Triangle. In this case, I resolved this, kind of haphazardly, but triangle gets reversed by a dot. Short this dot over here. Look how much trade you had here. You had all this money from over here. Triangle gets reversed by a dot is a super, super good continuity. If you think about it, triangle is a reversal signal, and a triangle gets reversed by a dot as a continuity signal. That's what it is. And if you position yourself that way, you can see where the flows are all the time. And that's what makes it so cool on the charts now. Oh, it's new triangle. Sell. New triangle over here. I'm at a relatively good entry. Let's put my stop over here. Let's see if we can get any kind of movement here. Five minutes to go before the open, so obviously a little bit dicey in front of the trade, but we still got 5 minutes. Let's see if it plays out. If this dot holds, we're going to reverse it. We're going to reverse this trade. I just flattened myself out because it's 5 minutes to the open. I don't want to fool around with it. Just took the scratch on this one. It's probably going to go my way right now, but it's fine. Let's wait until the market opens. Yeah, look at that. Now it's finally starting to go my way. But let's wait until the market opens up, and then we'll give it a shot. That totally went my way, but I'll let it go because I just didn't want to stand in front of the risk. No, I don't think I think the opening candle will let it go because it's just going to be huge. Generally, we want to give like the first 3 minutes of price action, breathing space, no signals. Those signals basically 5 minutes prior, 3 minutes after. Then after that, we can start to look for ideas. So I will be able to write up the full BK Dots manual probably today, I think, because I completed a lot of the stuff. Now, guys, I talked about this in London. everybody. Well, you know what? I'll wait. We'll wait. I want to talk about market wrap. I'll probably talk about that at 10 o'clock, and show you the full functionality that I just created for the daily market brief for all of you guys. It's going to be very, very cool. But let's wait a little bit. So in the meantime, did we put the Apex link in there? Everybody who's trading with us, please, we love our friends at Apex. I just bought the 5-pack yesterday on the wealth charts. That's what we're going to run. We're going to try and get a couple of more funded off that and get it up to like 10, 12 accounts now on the funded side. So, and then maybe even save a couple for news trading when we can. All right, we're 2 minutes to the open. The market's still negative bias in my opinion, but let's see how they want to open it up. Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, market scalping with NQ. VWAP up top, you're right. We got 1 minute to go before the market open. Thirty seconds. What do you say? Did we hit London low? I think we hit London low. We hit Tokyo low. That's my bet. I think we take both of those out. $11 seconds. All right, we're on the open. Relatively quiet, docile open. We are aiming for London low. Take that out, taking it out, dropping all the way down to Tokyo low. Oh, you know what? Sorry, I have it misconfigured. Okay. So now it took out London low, right there to Tokyo low. And coming back up. It's a dump and pump instead of a pump and dump. Drop and pop, yeah. It's not much of a drop and pop, and I think it's still going to be more of a drop. Here's where it gets interesting. So, like, we got the next candle, so we're going to give it, another minute or two, but we should be able to get a triangle somewhere around here eventually. It'll be interesting to see if that reversal is going to work. So you see how the New York low is right above the Tokyo low, right? It feels to me like they want to unwind this. But, I can give you 1,000 reasons. I mean, I tell you what could really damage the market this week is if Warsh comes out and he sounds more hawkish than the market thinks, is warranted. That could definitely hurt the market. We'll have to see. All right, let's see if we get a triangle. I'm holding my buy button over here. We got to clear the high over here. Yeah, probably no change. I would agree. All right, do we get a triangle? I'm waiting for the triangle. Oh, I didn't. There it is. Just it was late. I was like, where is it? It was just late. Oh. No, it's reversing. Yeah, big wide volatility. Did not pop hard enough. Nope. Okay, we're out. That took me out. And we get a reversal. Okay, 17 seconds left. Triangle with a, it wasn't even a triangle. God, it was a triangle that turned into a dot. Wow, that was a crazy, crazy trade. All right, let's see if we can. No, it's a triangle and a dot. Look at that, triangle and a dot at the same trade. I wonder what that means. Is it like a hybrid genetic field? There we go. Come on. Let's go. Flatten out. All right, we got some of that back on the reversal side, but that was just a volatility pop and drop. It's okay. We will we'll regroup and get that back. But that was a like I said, failure sometimes will give you better information than success. But that was crazy. That was a triangle and a dot on the same candle, showing you a big reversal move. So we'll see what happens next. Now, if these guys want to take out the highs here, that'll be a really big move to the other side. This is typical, market open volatility, and you basically just have to accept it and play along with it. Wow, I'll be if these guys take out the high on this candle, that'll be a massive candle. Shit. Come on. There we go. See, we got everything back on the reversal side. Could have done more size on this, but it was super fast. You see the triangles that turned up there? That was very, very quick towards the other side. All right, so we got that back. We're back in play. Hopefully volatility will come down a little bit more, but we took what we could. You love trading? It's fun, right? It's fun. It's like being in battle and trying to avoid bullets. And we'll go right back from New York low to New York high in just one quick move, 750 to almost 800. All right, now we're just kind of sitting, consolidating. Still think that Tokyo low. You know what's interesting, guys? I didn't realize this. Look I didn't realize that the range is really small. Tokyo high to Tokyo low is only about 150 points. We're just kind of in a very tight range, regardless of where we're at. I think we're going to go probably for Tokyo highs and take out that order block up top now. This is a case of a triangle. There's a triangle underneath that dot. It's hard to see it because it's blocked. The R is blocking it. But this is, again, triangle reversed by a dot. If it happens, we would have taken it, but it didn't. Fresh New York session highs right underneath the VWAP. So, and underneath the Tokyo highs in front of us. And London high is all the way up here. Pretty choppy price action, and I still think they're going to pull it lower. I think the next trade is going to be a red dot, which reverses this triangle. Still up there. There it is. So, and I'm going to sell against it more. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. I'm going to sell it against it more. I'm going to hold my shorts over here and see if I can resolve it. Ooh. Ooh, volatility coming back against me. I might have to eat this trade. Let's see. Still want to be above this, all of this, in order to survive it. Let's see. Nope. Wow, look at this vol. Look at this vol. It's coming back. I'm going to eat this trade. Too big a candle. I ate the trade. That's fine. Wow, look at this. 1, 2, complete reversal. That is a lot of vol. That is a lot of vol. Chop City. Now we're back to New York City, fresh New York highs, and now still don't have a neon candle. Still don't have any pull away trades. Wow, this is a crazy reversal. That was like 30 to 60 points, and then 60 points the other way. That's pretty rare, where it goes 60 points one way, 60 points the other way. It's a big, big flop. Yes, Keith. Yes. Fresh New York highs. All right, getting a neon trade. Let's see if we can get some signals here. Opening hours really, opening half hour has really been choppy. Wow. Look at this. Look at this price action. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, late on that entry. Boom. I still late on that entry. Let's see if I can get more. Okay, got a little bit back on that. On the reversal candle, couple of trays on there. Give it a minute. Let's see what it wants to do. These, really, really big vols, and you could be trading for much bigger points. But these candles are huge, and this is the reason why the first half hour is usually always the worst hour to scalp, because you just have this massive volatility. I'm doing this on my eval accounts where I can be a lot more loose with my risk. I would never trade like this on my funded accounts in terms of risks and sizes. But on the evals, it's fine because I know I can get the big swing back and the big swing the other way around, and trade it well. But it's just it always goes to show you the first half hour always is the worst hour for scalping, because of this kind of like somebody said, railroad track price action. I think the other problem is that nobody really knows what the Iranian story is, right? Because the memorandum of understanding has not been signed. If it's anywhere close to what the Iranians are saying, it's just a complete disaster for the United States of America, but diplomatically, militarily, financially, in any way, shape, or form. I can't believe that that's what it is. I can't believe they would agree to any of these things. I think the truth is probably lies somewhere in the middle, which is I'm just watching this, guys, because if I get a green dot reverses this red candle, we're going to go long. Just watching this right now. There we go. "21 seconds." And I jumped into the candle a little too early. I want to see it complete. Boom! It actually completed itself, and there you go. That trade worked itself out. I will trade this more on the close of this candle. I'm gonna show you how I'm going to try and do this. Okay, I'm in this trade. If I get continuity, great. If I don't get continuity, I'm going to try and enter a second trade here and here. stay on my, I have to just assume huge stops here, but that's fine. And let's see if I can get all of them done. I think almost, I have only one left. No, sell two. I have two over here. No, I have like one last one here to be done. Come on. There we go. And this is, and by the way, those of you guys who are going to come trade Asia with me, we're going to trade CFDs in Asia. And I'm going to show you how I have a tool that automates this whole sequence of like pop, 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 buy down, sell up. This is an average into the position. Basically, my thought process on all of this, as far as I'm trading, is I'm very confident. And you can always get the railway trade. I like that term, the railway trade, where this whole candle gets completely reversed to the downside and I'm dead. Okay, yes, you can always get that. But 99 out of 100 times, what's going to happen is, at very worst, it's going to rally to its initial entry point. So if you're buying down, selling to its initial entry point, you're generally going to be able to get out of the trade quite well, right? A lot of times it's going to extend beyond its entry point. But the key thing is to believe that there is that every sell within this candle is actually a value proposition. And as long as you kind of space it out and space out your exits, you can do this really well. Now, I'm having to do this manually because on futures you can't use automated tools. But if you guys want to see the coolness of this on an automated sequence, come watch me in Asia tonight. I'll show you how you can do this in Asia, with NQ and gold and everything else. It'll be a really cool little fun tool that I'm going to make available to you guys for free. All right, I want to take a second. Everybody is here. Everybody is ready. I want to take 2 seconds to show you what I've been working on, which is this incredibly cool thing that we're calling the Market Trap newsletter. It's literally 4 things at once. It's a web page that updates every hour or every 2 hours, depending on particular models. And it shows you everything you need to know for your day ahead. The risk levels, the price levels of all the key instruments of gold, S&P, NASDAQ, and oil, where they are relative to their highs and lows for the year. So you can see if there's a lot of momentum, a little bit of momentum in the trade. Every single massive calendar risk on the calendar today. And then a full module of information. So like what's happening in the market today, that's updated throughout the day. It will tell you the headlines, the geopolitical headlines, the Fed watch headlines, the upcoming macro, all of this stuff. All of this stuff is shown to you and constantly updated, stock stories, so on and so forth. Fed watch, which only focuses on the US Fed and tells you everything that's happening. Obviously, the Fed watch is just a meeting. So as soon as the meeting comes in, we'll have that. Latest tweets from Trump that are only focusing on his policy initiatives. So you know exactly what Trump said or is saying and how it's affecting it. Highs and lows in all the indices, as you can see over there, which you see also graphically. Asia trade overnight, right? G7, for those of you guys who are trading FX, any of you guys who are FX traders, you absolutely need to have this information, which is the central bank comments from all the various FX heads that tells you the absolute latest FX comments. Biggest G7 movement was we actually have very quiet price action on all the FX pairs. And tomorrow's economic releases, right? Everything that's on the calendar for tomorrow. This, by the way, rolls over at 1700 hours New York. So this is just one aspect of it. This particular data point also is delivered into a private Discord channel. So you can just simply click into your Discord channel and get the same information over there, or a private Telegram channel. So all of that totally clear and available to you anywhere. So you don't even have to go to the website. You can get all this information delivered to you 7 o'clock in the morning New York, which is the pre-open New York, and 1700 hours New York on the close of everything that's going on. And of course, it's also delivered to you in an email format like this. This is your email that comes in. So you can have it 4 different ways if you want it in this way. If you are interested in this thing, put yourself please on the wait list. I'm going to put the link over here, and you can sign up for the trap right now, because when we're going to release it, we're going to release it early to those people who sign up early at a very, very special discount price. This is going to be a lifetime access to this thing. So no subscription, nothing, just a really, really ridiculously small one-time fee for a lifetime of absolutely up-to-date information delivered to you anywhere you want to go. I can't tell you how useful it. Kathy has become an addict on using this thing now, because it's so, it basically saves you 30, 40 minutes worth of scrambling through the Twitter feeds to figure out what's going on anywhere and everywhere, or going to calendars and figuring out what's on the calendar, figuring everything else. This is like the power of not just one, but actually 3 separate AIs that are working underneath here to give you the full look and feel of the whole thing, right? And I think I also, by the way, if you like, I actually did this. Let me see if I can show this to you. I think, no, just it's in light version. Okay, yeah, this is light version. If you guys want it, by the way, if the way you're looking at this website, there are people who like, give me a show of hands if you'd like to see this version in dark, because I could easily have this default to light and made dark if you wanted to. I think I like the light version a lot because it's easier to read, but some people like the dark version. We can make that too. Anyways, it's all cool. I wanted to show you. It's coming really, really soon. It's going to be a super, super useful tool for everybody. It's going to be basically in 5 seconds flat, you're going to be completely informed as to what's going on. So is that yes? No, light is better. No, light is default, so that's fine. I'm just saying, would you like? Because let me show you. I can actually make it like this, where. Hang on, let me show this to you. Where I can make it. This is light. This is dark. This is light. No, this is. I guess it's all light. Never mind. All right, I can make it dark for you if you want. Anyways, put your name on the list. It's going to be awesome. When you subscribe, it's basically everything. It's email, Discord, Telegram, all of it comes to you. Yeah. I agree. I mean, the email comes in light. It's it's all written light. It's just like sometimes people like the dark version better, but it'll make it like that. Trading dark is better. Okay. Okay. It's easy enough to make a dark version, guys. It's I will have the final version is going to have that. So it's going to be really cool, and I hope you guys are, you guys are all enjoying it. Those of you guys who are watching me on Twitter right now, I'm going to post that link on Twitter. So you sign up. You sign up on the wait list, and when we're ready to release it, please feel free to sign up. We're calling it the market trap because that's exactly what happens to like 90% of traders. They basically get themselves trapped because they're not well informed, and this obviously keeps you really, really well informed. All right, 10 o'clock. Back to trading. Back to having fun. What happened here? Look at this. We had a red triangle reversed by a dot that I could have. I mean, we're now back to, look at this. Wow. Just when you think the shorts have any power, they don't. They get completely destroyed here. It's New York session highs, still away from London session highs, still not there. This is going to be once we get up there, astrologer, I'm sure is going to want to short the hell out of this thing. But we're making slow but sure way to New York session highs here. We have a reversal trade right over here, which I'm not taking because I'm not sure. I'm only taking the scalp trades. This was the scalp signal here. But here's the interesting part. This is a scalp signal, right? That basically was only good for, it would have been good for that 5 points, but then it got reversed. Remember I said to you Triangle gets reversed by a dot. Super, super good trade to the upside. Now we're finally starting to see a little bit of reversal. Move to the ICT order block and try to bust that down. So just like, again, to show you sort of my positional trades, which I just do not trade. I'm just not a positional trader. So there's no way, you're not gonna, a leopard is not gonna change his spots. But if you're a positional trader, your opportunities to trade this are really quite good. Let me just widen out the, now that volatility is back, I gotta widen out the R dots. Okay, so here's the positive R, right? You long positive R. The general idea that I would do in any kind of positional trade is you long R with a stop candle prior. So this is actually a very big stop here. 31, Jesus Christ, this is like an 80-point stop. So you really got to commit positionally. It's an 80-point stop, but you're targeting this ICT order block, which is all the way up here, which is like a 60-point move. So it's an 80-point stop against a 60-point move. Not a great risk reward, but not horrible. And it does hit it. Now you reverse yourself with you're in a 64. The stop is at 84. It's only a 20-point stop with a target over here, which we already saw. That there was a buy ICT order block right over here, and that was 63 to 31. That was a better risk reward ratio. That was a 20 risk against a 30 target, and you made that resolution. So if you like trading, 30, 40, 50 point stops and targets, these are the kind of trades that are really, really good. And this is just like a one contract trade. I would never size up on this because it's it's just a one contract trade. But they're really, they're great. They're great positional trades, especially during the New York Open when you have much wider ranges and the move from one R to the next R, from one order block to the next order block is much longer and much bigger. All right, we broke down. So much for that rally so far. Back to London low, maybe back to New York low, right? We have London low, Tokyo low, New York low, all clustered up over here. And it looks like they really want to take it to the downside. Good morning, everybody. Who's new in the room here? Who has never traded with us before, never scalped with us before? Let me know. Say hi to me. Oh, getting a green candle, green triangle. Boom. Let's try it. let's give it a shot. Let's see if it works. It's a little bit late on this entry, but let's see if we can get that pop, a little bit of a pop. Nope. Nope, I was late on that entry. Nope, sellers total control, and we're going to sell it now. We're going to sell it the other way because sellers are in full control now. I made it already did a couple of sells. We're going to sell some more. See if we can catch a couple of more shorts over here. And I'm going to nope, I'm eating him. All right, I'm getting totally crushed on the chop here. I went too large on the sell side. I should have waited until the red dot completed, but you know what the hell. I'm going to wait patiently until I actually get a red dot on the close. I'm going to try and come back and short this if it shows up. 20 seconds left. I'm going to wait till the dot closes. I have one on here. I don't know why I don't have one on here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so now I'm going to, and that closed perfectly. See, I should have waited a little bit more patiently on the other ones, but that's fine. I'm going to show you. I can't. I wish I could have taken a little bit more on the trades. So I was basically impatient. I saw a red dot, but I didn't let it close. Which would have been a much better trade being patient on this trade, because clearly this trade very much worked nicely on the reversal. So just a matter of like with everything else, a matter of getting very, very comfortable with the setup and timing it properly, which is why I love to do all these practices on the evals, because then once you get it's just like in tennis, once you get your timing right, and the stroke is really, really good, or in golf, whatever sport you're trading, then it becomes much, much more accurate against the funded accounts. And that's that's the beauty of Apex is like, what do you care? It's a, it's a $10 account that works. I'm going to be determined. Watch this. Before the end of the day, I'm going to bring this back to flat on this eval account, and I'll show you tomorrow. I'm very determined to do that. But the idea being is that you can really, the key thing is to just be absolutely patient in your timing. Also, I mean, just the price action just could not suck any worse than right now, which is expected. Usually, always the day before FOMC, the price action is horrible. It's always two-way chop because the markets are basically trying to pre-position ahead of the Fed. And I think that's what you're seeing right now today. Maybe by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, they're going to start breaking it out one or the other, and then you can try and run the numbers. But yeah, now it's just really chop with very, very little directionality for anybody. We get another setup today. Get maybe a neon candle, break ourselves out high. Do we run for the New York high? Let's see. Oh, you know what I got? I think. Oh, I should have asked Kathy. I have giveaways. I know I have giveaways. I just don't know which. I'm going to ask her tomorrow. Tomorrow I will have giveaways every day this week, guys. Every day this week, because we have so many free accounts. So be patient with me. Come back tomorrow. I'm going to ask her exactly what giveaway she had. Yesterday we had IC funded and Apex 100,000. We gave those away. It looks sell. Oh shit! I'm talking and I'm not paying attention. Fuck. Late on this one. Bust. All right, let's see if I get a dot. If I get a dot reversal on this. And I'm going to hold to the close and see if that stays true. Just choppy price action. Not a lot of direction either way. Perfect pre-FOMC day. Look at the vol today. I'm just looking at this. Green triangle, right? Just taps out and then goes straight up. Red triangle taps out and now probably goes straight down. It's just brutal in terms of just nicking you out. All right, green dot. Okay, let's wait till this closes. If this holds, we're trading the signal. $19 seconds left. $11. Nope. Signal almost goes away. Nope. Market reverses. Look at that, super tough. I'm just looking at the price action here. It's just it's just a graveyard for scalpers. This thing comes down, goes all the way up, takes out the high here. You could have survived it if you put the high above here, but that would have been massive. And it just proceeds to completely come back down here. Conversely, this thing comes up, right? Just dips to take out all the lows over here, like literally rips it up, and then just slowly builds up like this. There's actually like a lesson in here that if you see that kind of price action and it comes back up like that and then retakes the same level, it's probably a pretty good trade the other way. It's really interesting how today has just been Wick City. Still feel like, honestly, I really feel like we're going to take out London low, Tokyo low, New York low. I think we're going to like 30,600. Price action feels like this very lackluster today. Nobody really wants to buy. Like watching paint dry. Here comes a pull away trade. You try and test the London low. And then New York low. Number blocks behind us, so just open territory straight down. Just like a quick scalp on this retrace, just for fun. Who wants to give me odds on whether we hit New York low or not? I'm going to give you 80-20 that we take out New York low. Oh, buy. Let's do this. Buy. Quick buy signal. Let's see if it actually takes us out. Nope. Oh, every buy has been a failure, right? Every buy has been a failure today. Really interesting. That tells you also just how weak the market action, price action is. Okay, red dot on a failed. It's almost worthwhile to just simply watch the triangle fail today and trade the setup once it does. There's New York lows. There we go. My 80-20 odds pay off. All right, in the trade, and we're done. See, there is a setup. You just have to wait for the failure. I actually think that this is still a good setup. I would trade any of the retraces. See, boom, another good quick retrace on the upside. Okay, that was really interesting insight into sort of understanding whether what the flow is. Today was clearly a day where all of the shorts failed miserably. I mean, all of the longs failed miserably because we had a nice big negative bias, and it's important to take into account because after a big rally, it's clear the market is getting very, very toppy. So that might be interesting information for the future as well for us to kind of look at how those biases could add up. I will be trading Asia today with the CFDs, and as I said, it's going to be very interesting because I'm going to have that special tool for like multiple entry, which is going to make it very, very easy to do this. Here's one more buy. Let's see if I'm going to be validated one more time here. One last buy. Yes, we are. Finally, this is first buy fails, second buy fails, third buy barely succeeds, right? Barely succeeds, but it does succeed. So we're getting some of this back. I will leave you. I'll leave you guys for the rest of the day. I think it's choppy to the downside. It's kind of like the price action now. So clearly, the best trades is just to simply look for the for the buy fails, green triangle fails to the red dot until we get some meaningful reversal, which I don't even know if we're going to get. But for now, we're definitely testing all the lows, everything else. I got to run because I got another meeting. But I will see you guys tonight, and then again London, and tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be FOMC day, which may be also very, very choppy. And then I haven't decided yet, but we may trade the FOMC presser because I think that could be interesting, maybe for about half an hour after he talks. So we'll play it as it goes tomorrow, as far as a setup goes. Thanks, guys, very much for everything. Thank you. I'll see everybody tomorrow. Thanks for everybody hanging out with me today. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.